All right, guys, here we go. Wrapping up. Not here at my usual high-tech setup, as you can see here, just out of town. Wasn't able to get the, stream going tonight, but I still wanted to make sure I get on here and, give my instant reaction to the fights, man. Gervonta Davis knocks out Frank Martin in round 8. This is essentially exactly as I predicted. Like, I was, you guys can go and watch, since I've been doing my YouTube for a couple years now, and even before I was doing my YouTube to the people I knew, when there's a Tank Davis fight, my prediction is going to be essentially the same. He's probably going to lose the first 3 to 4 rounds. He's going to let the other guy, bank a couple rounds, and he's going to figure you out. This man is not a high-volume puncher. He's not going to, apply the pressure on you with, punches and bunches. He's going to walk forward with his hands up, keep that high guard, and he's going to walk you down, and he's going to figure you out, and he's going to download for about 4 to 5 to 6 rounds, and then after that 6 rounds, he's going to start turning it up. Frank Martin, does well. All the people that don't watch Tank's fights very often, they say the same stuff. It's hilarious to watch the Twitter discourse and, the text messages and the chat that I get during Tank fights. They're like, he's losing. Tank might lose. He's getting whooped. He's getting pieced up. He's getting tagged. Look at his face. He's starting to get bruised up. And I say, guys, you got to just analyze the data of every fight we've seen in the past. We saw the Ryan Garcia fight. Ryan Garcia came out very aggressive early. And if you come out too aggressive and too crazy earlier, he will discipline your ass like he sat Ryan Garcia down. And then he chilled out, and he still felt him out. And Ryan Garcia had better rounds early, and then Tank eventually got him out there after the 6th round. My bet for any time Tank fights, I do the same for Canelo. These guys are both slow starters, and they're both snipers. The bet to make in any Tank fight is knockout between rounds 7 and 12. Knockout between rounds 7 and 12. And if he's fighting, inferior opponent, then maybe it'll be even sooner. But any of these top guys that he's going to be facing at this point, he needs about 4 to 5 rounds to download you, and he's going to get you out of there between the 7th and the 12th. Like I said, Frank Martin came out there doing very well, putting punches and bunches together. But after about those first 4 rounds, the effects of Tank walking him down, not respecting his power, and having him on his bike. Frank Martin was fighting backwards. It's much more tiring to fight walking backwards. And that's what Frank Martin was doing this entire fight. Tank walking forward with his hands up and not taking any of those shots clean, landing most of them on the gloves. He's not really affected. He's not really getting tired. Even though in like the 2nd or 3rd round, I thought he was, breathing a little heavy. Maybe the early nerves, the jitters, or the ring rust was maybe being felt a little bit early. But once he started getting Frank's timing, it was only a matter of time, man. It's once he starts going downhill on you, man, it's over. It's over. And he lands a beautiful, beautiful uppercut. Frank Martin was already out on his feet, and he essentially gets a, clean shot on a, mannequin, basically just laying there lifeless on the ropes, and lands a left hand, just nasty, sends him down, crashes to the ground, and can't make that 10 count. Tank knew it was over. If he lands that left hand clean on your jaw, he knows it's over. He jumps on the ropes. He starts to celebrate. The referee actually counted, didn't immediately wave it off, but it was over. It was absolutely over. And man, anytime Tank fights, I don't see any of these guys in the division being able to not succumb to his power. They're going to win rounds. The only time you're ever going to beat Tank is if your defense is so efficient that you're able to bank enough rounds early and you can survive the reign of terror that's coming after that 6th round. Maybe Shakur can do it, but eventually Tank is going to land, man. He's relentless. He has the chin to walk you down. He's going to take everything that you can give him. Same with Lomachenko. You can land all you want on him early. If you can't keep him off you, he's just going to walk you down and throw power shots from round 7 to 12. And I don't know anybody that's going to be able to, withstand him just teeing off on you. 135 is his division for the taking, I believe. Shakur is questionable just because his defense is so good, but I don't think he has the power to keep Tank off of him, and the same for Lomachenko. I don't see Lomachenko getting knocked out, though, man. I don't know. It's almost hard for me to... I like Lomachenko so much, but Tank is my favorite in the 135 and 140 division, probably in the whole sport right now. If he goes up to the 140-pound division, this is going to be, essentially the same as the Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney fight. Devin Haney, you can bank as many rounds as you want, but once he lands clean on you, all that's null and void. And I think Tank will do the same thing to Devin Haney. Devin Haney's defense is not good enough. He throws that jab and doesn't keep that right hand up. Tank is going to counter you. We already saw what he did to Ryan Garcia. I think Teofimo at his best, and Tank at his best is probably the best matchup between 135 and 140, in my opinion. Both have power. Both have chins. And I think that'll be a good style matchup. I think Tank versus Teo is the final boss of 135 and 140. Teo at his best, because we've seen him very up and down. We've seen, decisions where people thought that he didn't fight the best. But Tank is pretty much sharp every time. There hasn't really been a, shitty Tank performance besides Cruz, which is he still won that fight with a broken hand. I think going forward, Tank is the most exciting fighter in the sport. In my humble opinion, he's the most exciting guy in the sport, and he should continue to climb up that pound-for-pound rankings. He's undersized. He's 5'5", and it's no problem. He comes up and Jesus Christ. He comes up and he sends these larger guys to hell. He knocks them out. No problem. You're taller than him. You got a couple inches of height on him. You're naturally bigger than him. It doesn't matter. If that left hand lands, it's over. And I'm not picking Tank. I'm not picking against Tank, man. At 135 or 140, it's just too hard once he turns it up. And I had a great night of bets. I'm going to show him on the screen. I probably already showed him earlier in the video, but we had a great night of bets. Tank doing what Tank does. But moving on to the co-main event, I thought David Benavidez looked good. He, was really getting off early. I thought he lost probably 2 or 3 rounds late in a row where he kind of was, having a little bit of lulls in the action. But impressive overall. I think this was a good first step into the 175-pound division and getting adjusted to light heavyweight. He's not as, menacing as he was at 168. Vajdik was just as big, if not bigger than him. I think Bivol and Beterbiev in the ring will look just as big, if not bigger than him. So he wasn't towering. He wasn't as, brutalizing and able to bully as much as he was at 168. But I thought he looked good. I thought that he'll continue to grow into division if he chooses to. But that 168 Canelo money fight still looms over. I love Canelo. I still think Canelo, people are saying Canelo is ducking, and it's hard for me to deny that Canelo is ducking. But although Canelo may be ducking, I still think Canelo can win that fight. I don't think it's a foregone conclusion that Benavidez just walks through him, which is why I don't understand why Canelo is so hesitant to take the fight. Because I think Canelo can win that fight. Honestly. I think Benavidez will probably be the betting favorite, but it's not like it's just, a mismatch. I think that's competitive. I think Canelo, very similar to Gervonta Davis, doesn't throw enough punches to probably maybe win a decision, but when he starts turning it up late, throwing those heavy body shots, I think that, Benavidez gets hit. And he has a hell of a chin, but he gets hit. And I don't know if he's faced anybody with one-punch power like Canelo. So I think that's an interesting fight, and I think Canelo should take it, man. I don't maybe he's waiting him out a couple more years, or I don't know what it is, but Canelo continues to get older as well. So I don't know. I don't know if we'll see that fight, but if Benavidez decides to stick around at 175, I think Bivol and Benavidez would both be very interesting fights. I think I heard some stuff where people were saying he sparred and got the better of all of them in the past. I believe I heard that. I was listening to some, I think Morning Combat said that, and I believe it. But it's a little bit different when you're fighting, 100%, Benavidez, 100% finishing rate. That dude's a punisher. He ain't trying to finish you in sparring, so it's a little bit different. But I think he for sure can be competitive with both of them. And, if he decides to stay at 168 or go up to 175, I think he has, a lot of big money fights in his future. And fan favorite, a fan lovable style. You can't not love his style. So, yeah, I'm excited for his future. And, yeah, my picks for tonight was Benavidez by decision, Tank by TKO. I picked round 10, but we were pretty much on the money tonight. I want to know what you guys' picks were, who you were, most impressed with, who you think everyone should fight next, and your overall reactions. Go ahead, drop a comment, let me know. I do these for all my fights, boxing and UFC. We do streams, we do live streams. This time I was out of town, so I wasn't able to do my live stream for my setup, but if you guys ever need a way to watch the fights, you ever need a community to watch the fights with, we do all the UFC fights, we do all the boxing fights. I do my predictions. I post my bets. We did great tonight. And I post all my live instant reactions. So look forward to talking to you guys. The next fight we'll be doing is probably that UFC 303 card coming up. Then after that, not sure off the top of my head what's next in boxing, but we get all the big fights, guys. We cover it all. Appreciate you guys. Hope you enjoyed the fights tonight. Drop a comment, drop a like, subscribe. Appreciate you. Much love. Have a good Father's Day this weekend, all you fathers out there. Peace out.